Welcome to episode 19. And today we're going to talk about grief. Good grief. Like good grief, Charlie Brown, right? It is something that is dear to my heart. And it started about 17 years ago. The awareness of how grief was not openly acknowledged in our society as part of life, part of going through a process of getting from A to B. And sometimes there's loss. It could be losing, it could be something good. It could be moving to a new apartment or a new home, which is exciting. At the same time, there's that void, that emptiness, that grief. And especially when going through a major life change, i.e. divorce, separation, renegotiated relationships, as they call it nowadays, I think it's very, very important, and studies have shown as well, that we need to feel the loss. When my father died 17 years ago, I didn't think I quite had a ticket to be grieving because I had all the quote-unquote outer things. Dad was 80. He had a terminal disease. He went very quick, which was a blessing. And of course, there's many other people that have lost their parents young or children, something very, very serious. However, it was my serious. It was my life. It was my loss. I call it BD, before Dad died, and my world, AD, after Dad died. There were two different worlds. My world has been totally different. I needed to go through that process and honor my feelings, honor me, honor what was going on with me. And since then, I have gotten, studied a whole bunch of stuff. And let me see if I can ping this one up. There has been interesting study about, I'm taking a course by a Dr. Mork, Northwestern University, about humor with grief, which we'll get into this week. And one of the things that she was saying is that if we don't properly process our grief, that we could turn to overeating, overspending, drugging out, jumping into another relationship, promiscuity. It could be a variety of things. And as much as this is not necessarily something fun to do all the time, I think it's necessary. And the first thing is to acknowledge that it's okay. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow and all the different kinds of grief. Yes, there's more than one grief, believe it or not.